I am your Friday night villain host, Steve, and on this very special Friday night Twitch, I am joined by none other than the radioactive board game lawyer. Hi, Bill.
Hello, Steve.
How's it going?
Good, good. I was just planning on solo play, and all of a sudden you're like, I can play.
I
And I
can
was
play.
like, why? What happened?
Yeah, I'll tell you
This
what
is
happened.
your.
It's really hard to get good henchmen these days. And my Friday night minion meetup group bailed because they got beat up by Thor or something like that. And so we're not playing tonight. And you're like, I might Twitch. I'm like, well, I'm lonely. Let's play. So here I am.
Hey, well, your loss is my gain.
Yeah,
So,
and I don't feel like it's a loss playing with you, so it's good.
thank
I
you,
still get to.
Steve.
I did clean my table and put out all the play mats and got all the decks out and I was ready to go. And then they're like, "We're not coming over." I'm like, "You all suck." So, but yeah,
Oh, well. If any of your friends join the chat, make sure you let me know
yeah. They don't watch, or listen,
while they're sitting at home in their
care.
sweatpants.
Yeah, my one buddy will comment on Facebook occasionally or give me a thumbs up, but I don't think any of them listen to the show or they don't really play too regularly. So, um, yeah.
Hmm.
But we play lots of
Well,
other games as well. So, but let's play tonight. Let's play. Let's play.
let's do it. Con of Villains,
Kind of villains.
Friday night.
Yeah. So we're gonna play the Sinister Six, as folks can see, because that was suggested to bring to the con coming up, Con of Heroes. So we're gonna
Ooh,
give it a go, and I'm gonna play Miles Morales. This is my deck. One of my decks. I plan to bring to the con, so this will be a good test. See if it holds
okay.
up. Um,
Excellent.
when it's a Justice deck. It does justicey things and stuns and confuses and stuff. So, what do you got?
Hmm. Well, as the calendar would play out, I can't make it to the con. But I'm just imagining that if I did go to the con, I like to be kind of more of a support type player. And so I built a Nebula, a good Nebula deck, a kind Nebula deck. It's based around turbo drawing, so you're trying to draw lots of cards, but most all of the upgrades and things and supports that I've included in my deck are ones that not only I can use, but also someone else around the table can use. So I'm hoping to kind of Voltron up Miles Morales. So you'll be the benefactor of that since it's just a two-player game tonight.
You don't have any cards in your hand. Did you start to mulligan or something?
I'm gonna go ahead and draw my cards. I noticed I put a wrong.
Oh, you shuffled.
I included
Okay, okay,
I included a wrong card in my deck, so I went ahead and
got it.
yeah.
Yep. Okay.
So here we are.
Yeah, I have a whole bunch of web warriors, so feel free to load them up. So
All
we've
right, yeah, go
we've
right
got
ahead.
the bearded Quijibo out there. Good
Ooh,
to see you on a Friday, and Scott on a
yeah.
Friday as well. So you guys also need more friends, but we're glad you're here with us. So
Mm-hmm.
I know I shouldn't like bite the hand that feeds us, but I'm a villain, so I can say mean things. Uh,
Do it.
we love you
Yeah,
guys.
you're right.
Please stay, watch, like, and subscribe. Ring that bell. Blah 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 blah. All that other stuff. So,
Yeah,
uh,
you're right, Scott. Nebula is probably one of my favorites, if not one of my favorite hero in the game. I also like her sister, Gamora. That's also a favorite of mine. In fact, I imagine that if I went to the con, I would probably bring like a Nebula, all aspects, and probably a Gamora, all aspect
nice.
um, setup. Yeah.
Not wrong. So Sinister Six. We have our six villains across the top. We
We
chose
do.
X random ones where Octagon chose it for us, plus one more, so three of them are out. We've got the Doctor of the Octopussing. We've got the Electro and the Old Vulture Man. So they're out. They're in play. The active counter, which will be a little uh, green token on the lowest activation, which is Doctor Octopus. Um, we put the other villains aside. We've added light side, trap side up. So there's 30 threat that we have to clear in order to win here. Luckily, we're both playing yellow. I don't know how much threat removal we actually do, but there we go. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Pursued by the Past, we're playing standard 3. And Bill said, hey, boy, you know what we need to do is we need to shuffle in a mystery modular. So we're just going to go along and see if folks pick up on what mystery modular set we added. Um,
Mm-hmm.
because uh, what you'll notice, and it's kind of it's almost a Wrecking Crew situation here. Sinister Synchronization says you play with the Guerrilla Tactics and Standard, and it does not have a suggested modular set option.
Yeah.
I mean, you can always shuffle one in, but it
Right.
doesn't. As ruled, you always use Guerrilla Tactics. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Okay, I'm ready. You
Yep.
ready?
I'm good.
All right. I got a
I'm
couple
good.
good cards here, so I
Yeah,
think
I don't think I'm gonna do any mulliganing. I think I'm gonna keep what I got here.
attached to a scheme. When you want there's room for the attached scheme. Okay. Let's pitch a waylay for some web. Yeah, I didn't mulligan either. For some web shooters, let's spend a waylay and a warrior of the great web,
Ooh.
which is fine, but it's not necessary to get a team
Yeah.
building exercise out. And let's drop an Overwatch on light at the end. So if we do a big
Okay.
7-point remove, we can also pop it off the main.
So
I
on the main
will.
scheme 1A, it
Oh, never
tells us
mind.
to flip that over.
Yep. Um,
On a villain
yeah,
activate if no villains in play, resolve ambush ability. Okay.
yeah, which brings somebody out. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I will flip
All right, good.
over and I will punch Vulture for 2 because I do not like his steal your stuff ability
Not good.
or discard a card ability. Okay. I'm done.
All right, so I'm going to play a technique upgrade, and I get to draw 2 cards. So I'm going to put out Unyielding Persistence, and I'm going to spin Cutthroat Ambition to play it. So I get to draw 2 cards. We got Rocket Raccoon, and we've got Justice Served. So I'm going to flip up to my hero form, and I'm going to begin by doing a one way or another.
Oh,
Search the encounter deck for a side scheme, reveal a side scheme, draw 3 cards.
okay.
Let's see what's in there.
All right.
Let's peek.
All right. So I'll just lay some side schemes out on the table.
Okay.
Brute Force Barricade. Please do not choose that one.
Okay. I won't pick that one. Nope, won't pick that one. Teamwork makes the dream work.
And those are all the side schemes in there.
Okay.
Brute Force Barricade means we can't remove threat from other side schemes. So let's not even consider that one.
I don't think so. No, we'll
That's
go with
that's a
hidden in shadow. Each enemy gains 1 hazard icon.
okay. Oh my goodness.
What do you think
Really?
of that?
Okay.
Yeah. Why not?
All right.
I mean, I get 3 cards for it, so it's worth it, right?
Scott may have noticed
2,
the side scheme. He
3.
might be calling out our
He
mystery
saw it.
modular.
Did you see it?
I think he saw it.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm like,
All right. Let's bring out our sister.
oh my
Face the
god! What are you
past.
doing? Oh, if Dreadpool shows up somehow, I'm going to beat you up. I'm coming over there.
All right. So here comes Sis. When this minion would interplay, discard the Gamora ally from play.
Okay.
Okay. So face the past
There might
allows
be
me
Scott. There
to
might be.
search the encounter deck, discard pile, Nemesis minion, ready your hero. Draw 3 cards. So I get 3 more cards. 1, 2,
Did you get to
and
ready your
3.
hero? So you should have exhausted your hero first.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So remove 3 threat from
3.
Hidden in Shadow.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, then I'm ready back up again
Yep.
because it says I can ready my hero. Haven't played that one very much. So,
Yeah, me either.
But
It's okay.
hey, look at my hand of cards now.
I know.
So we're gonna put out Nick Fury, and we're gonna draw 3 more
Oh
cards.
my goodness. Okay.
Guard.
Don't put your cards any lower. Pull them up just a tiny bit. Just a tiny.
Oh, okay, sorry about that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because the whole screen.
So
will
3
move
more
on us.
cards. 1, Honorary Guardian. We got Power in All of Us, and we have Disguise. So.
Oh, that's a good one for Nebula since you're flipping.
Yep.
Yeah, I like
Or,
that.
like I said,
I'll be
my
flipping
idea is
too,
to
so
try to
yeah.
Voltron you.
Yeah.
So we know we're not going to be using Gamora.
Yeah,
So
I
I
think.
will, I will spend her to play Clear the Area to remove 1 threat off of Hidden in Shadow.
Okay.
And I get to draw a card
Okay.
for that. And now we have a Justice Served. After you thwart and remove the last threat from a
You
scheme,
still have
discard Justice
9
Served
cards in
waiting
your
your
hand.
hero.
If you and you've played like 6 things already.
Exactly.
This is crazy. I like it.
Okay, so yeah, there's just options here. Let me see what the best ones are. Disguise. All right. My whole idea was to, let's see. Nick can remove 2 off of Sinister Synchronization.
Or
Let's see.
we can punch Vulture. We can just remove Vulture. Like, let's get rid of Vulture if we can.
You want him gone?
Or Gamora. Yeah, I really don't like him stealing our cards.
Okay. Let's do 2 damage into
Okay.
Vulture, and and since Gamora can hit for 3 because she has her technique,
Or Nebula.
let's knock out, yeah,
Yeah.
Nebula.
Okay. Cool.
And
So
then
when defeated, remove 4 threat from a scheme. 7 if he's the last one. So you get to do 4 threat from a side scheme.
So we take it
Yeah, it
take it off
specifically
of
says side scheme. Yeah. So
our trap.
yeah. And I'm not
Good.
gonna pull Overwatch yet. I'm gonna wait till we hit for 7. Actually, I could do the 4 and then the main's at 0.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's knock the main down to 0.
Okay.
Yep. Then we know we're just hitting for damage, putting out setup cards. You got Gamora out there too, so.
Yeah, I gotta get rid of her somehow. I think what I'm gonna do is my whole idea behind this deck was to buff you over there. So I'm gonna give you Heroic Intuition. I'm gonna give you Disguise. I'm gonna give you Honorary Guardian. So that's 3 that I gotta pay so far. And I'm gonna give you Justice Served. So that's 4 I gotta pay. And I will. Yeah, I know it's crazy, right?
All right, I'm gonna take control of these so I can line them up the way I like. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're
Yeah,
definitely
my
on
pleasure.
the path to elitist
My
minion at this
pleasure.
point.
My pleasure. Maybe if I could pull back. Let's see. It doesn't cost anything for Honorary Guardian. Justice Served. Maybe I just spend Rocket Raccoon, Wide Stance, and Under Surveillance to give you Disguise, Heroic Intuition. Maybe I hang on to that Justice Serve since you won't need it right away.
Yep, that's whatever. Yep. Yeah, sure.
And so I'll spend Wide Stance, I'll spend Under Surveillance, and I will spend Rocket to do that. Then I'll put Cosmo out because he's useful, using the power in all of us.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll hang on to that Justice Served card.
Okay.
So Cosmo, what hits somebody?
We don't
We
really.
didn't look at did we look at the top card? We didn't look at the top card.
I don't
We
have
didn't
a way to
anything
look
that
at
allowed
the
us
top.
to do that.
Yeah,
No
I
way
don't
to
have
look
a way
at
to
the
do
top
that.
card.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just hang on to Cosmo for now.
Okay.
No sense using him if I don't need to right now.
Sure.
Yep.
All right, F12. Okay, I have to up my health from the Guardians card. I forgot about that. Okay, cool. I have 2 power in all of us and 0 basic cards. And there's a whole bunch of basic web warriors in the deck, but that's a bad draw. All right. 2 threat on Sinister Syndicate. Nothing happens because villains do exist. And the Dr. Octopus is going to attack for 2 and a boost. And if he attacks and damages you, put a threat on the main scheme and then move the active counter. Let me see here. I'm looking at my turn. This, or 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can do my whole hand and still do something. I'm guessing he's not going to have a boost of a 0. So I would kind of take the damage anyway. I'm just going to take it.
Okay.
+3. Oh boy, 5 damage. I'm at half health already.
Ow.
And he puts 1 threat on the On each scheme. Okay.
Okay.
All right. And then the token moves from him to Electro. And now Electro will attack you for 1 and a boost. And if
I'll take the
Electro...
damage.
Okay.
Yep.
You can take it?
Yep.
+3. So 4 damage.
All right.
Discard the top
1,
7
2, 3,
cards of your
4.
deck.
1, 2. Did 2 go? Yep, they said.
Yep.
3, 4, 5, 6, and 7.
One way or another, lethal intent. Wide stance, float like a butterfly, weapon master, and nowhere. All right, and then the token moves back to Dr. Octopus because we got rid of Vulture.
Okay. Then Gamora attacks, and I'm going to block with Nick Fury so that I don't get hit with her forced response.
Okay.
Discard.
Nick. Okay. I get a card. You get a card.
Okay.
I will get surprise. We're not playing expert, so we can skip that. When revealed, resolve the ambush ability on the main scheme. So the ambush ability says, choose a set-aside villain at random, put the villain into play, and place the active counter on it. So what I have to do is I have to right-click, and I have to say random number, and we have 4, and it will always be like just the leftmost grayed out one is 1. Yeah.
Yep.
It says randomly selects 3. 1, 2, 3. Scorpion. And he becomes the active villain. And then it says if no villain was entered this way, blah, blah, blah. So, okay. Your card. Scorpion.
It is, again, another surprise.
Oh, my goodness. All right, so...
Resolve the ambush ability of the main scheme. No villain put in play. Reveal 3... Place 3 threat on light of the end.
All right, random number between 1 and 3. It said randomly selects 3. So that's Vulture this time. So we're going to flip over Vulture.
He's back in.
He will be the active villain. Yeah, this happened to me last time too. It's like, wait a minute. What happened? And then all the cards that like trigger off the number of villains you have and stuff just wrecked me. Okay. All right, your turn.
All right, so my upgrade goes off. Give Nebula a tough status card.
Nice.
And a tough. Discard that. And I will use... So, you got any plans for this turn? Just kind of curious what you got going on.
I'm going to bring out Lady Spider. After she thwarts or removes threat from a scheme, if I control other web warriors, I can remove an equal amount from a different scheme. So she's going to do that. I think I'm going to put out another web shooter. 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll be it. Possibly. Okay. Yeah, that's probably it. And then I have some basic actions. So.
Okay. Lethal intent, justice served, and Plan B to put out the helicarrier. I will hit Gamora for 2, and I'll hit her for another 1 with Cosmo, and I'll say Treachery is the top card.
All right, the top card is a side scheme.
Okay, so I take the damage.
But the side scheme's gone. Okay.
Yep. On a flip, I'm going to exhaust the helicarrier to play Evasive Maneuver, which allows me to draw 2 cards. So build support and the Avengers Mansion.
Okay.
And I'm going to spend the build support to give you an endurance. So now you're +3 hit points over there.
Wow. You really are
and I'm
just sharing everything, huh?
Yeah, give Voltron up the Spider-Man.
I accidentally ticked your health up. See if you can tick your health down.
Okay.
Like on your tab. Because you should have 9. Oh, that's me just type in 9, so okay.
Okay.
All right.
And I got yours adjusted over
Yep.
there, I guess.
Yep.
And so I'll hang on to that Avengers Mansion, and I will end my turn.
Okay. I'm going to use team building exercise to share the Web Warrior trait to put out Lady Spider. So that's 1. I'll use a web shooter for 2. Powering all of us for 3. I don't know. The other powering all of us for 4. No, you know, I'll keep that. I'll play this followed for 4. To play, I guess it doesn't matter. To play Lady Spider. All right. And then I'll pitch this other one to put out my other web shooter. So I got both my web shooters out. All right. After Lady Spider thwarts and removes threat from a scheme, if you control another web warrior card, remove an equal amount of threat from a different scheme. Okay. That's cool. Exhaust, disguise, and your identity. Remove 2 threat from a scheme. All right. I'm attacking for 2. I'm thwarting for 3. I can't get rid of Gamora for you. Well, I could, but then I'm not thwarting. Because I can thwart for 2 and 2. I think I'm going to use Lady Spider to remove 2 threat from the main and 2 threat from light at the end. Take 2 consequential. And then Spider-Man will pull 3 threat off of, or I could punch for 2. Or I could punch for 2. Which isn't enough to get rid of Gamora.
Yeah. So
or any of the bad guys. So I'll pull 3 threat off light at the end. And then I'm also going to flip.
Okay.
After I change this form, shuffle a Spider-Man card from my discard pile into my deck. I don't even know if there are any in there. There aren't. Okay. I'm done.
Good.
F12. All right. Now I got a couple more minions and some other stuff.
Let's see what I got. Ooh, okay.
Swing in
good.
here for
Gamora ship. Intent. Cutthroat ambition. Clear the area.
Okay. All right. We have to put 2 threat out on the main. And then Vulture will scheme for 1 in a boost. 1. So he schemes for 2. Gamora schemes for 2. Does she do anything? She doesn't do anything when she schemes. And Vulture's token doesn't move because he only moves if he attacks.
Attacks, right.
So he schemes against me for 1 in a boost. 3. Okay. All right. And then encounter cards. Yeah. Okay.
Brute force barricade. Victory cannot be removed from other side schemes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I was going to say, at least we don't have one of those Daniel dummies out. But then I didn't want to jinx it and have us flip one. Pursued counter out. Then the villain schemes. So Vulture schemes again for 1 in a boost, which is a star. So he schemes for 1. And the star is add a counter to Pursued by the Past. Okay. So now it's 11 out of 16. Yeah, that's pretty high.
Mm-hmm.
All right, my turn.
Well, we are both playing Justice, right? So
yeah, and I do have 4
okay.
type cards. So
okay.
Okay.
We'll just have all the villains on the tables, though.
Yeah. All right. I'd like to get out Gank Lee, especially since I'm in alter ego form. So Waylay's not going to help me. And Spider-Man is... Which one of these? Which one of these is better?
See what you got over there.
Pitch a Spider-Man. Okay.
Okay.
Or maybe I keep the Spider-Man and pitch the Jefferson Davis. He's removed 1 threat in alter ego. He's not super great.
Kind of expensive for
Yeah,
what he is.
1, 2, 3. I can bring out that. If I can get a helicarrier, I can have. Oh no, I'm gonna draw a card. Okay, yeah, I'll pitch Spider-Man. Sure. What was that for? Oh, Gank Lee. Okay, and then I'll exhaust
Mm-hmm.
them to draw a card, and if I'm in hero form, I have to discard a card. But in this case, I just get to keep the card. Ooh, I drew strength.
Gotcha. Oh, nice.
Oh, that changes. Because the 3 cards that are out can play Ghost Spider. Strength can play swinging in. That leaves me with a Jefferson Davis. Okay, I guess it doesn't change much. I will flip into hero form.
Okay.
I will. Can you get rid of Gamora? Do you need help?
I can.
What is your?
I don't know if I don't know if I can. Depends on. I'm thinking about healing before I flip up. Or I got the tough card, so yeah, I'll go ahead. I'll go ahead and knock her out. Yeah, I can knock her out. I can use Cosmo and Nebula
Okay, because
to
then I'll
knock her out.
focus on the threat then.
Yep. Yep.
All right, I'll pull 2 off a brute force barricade with what's her name, and that lets me pull 2 off of sinister synchronization. Because you can't remove threat from other side schemes, but you can still remove threat from the main. All right,
Mm-hmm.
that ends Lady Spider. I'll use team building exercise and strength to play Ghost Spider.
Okay.
And then I will use 2 web. What do I need to use? I use 1 web shooter and this Jefferson Davis to swing in. That way I have a wild. Remove 4 threat from a scheme if you pay for this card using a mental resolve camouflage. So I'll pull 4 threat off of brute force barricade with it. I did use the thing. So camouflage, I get a tough and I get to confuse somebody. I will add a tough and I will confuse. Let's see. He's going to activate. He's going to activate. I'm going to confuse Electro because it might make it around to him.
Okay.
Okay. I can throw it for 3 because of that heroic intuition that someone gave
Oh,
me.
nice.
All right, that gets rid of brute force barricade, which has victory on it. Off it goes to the victory pile. Yay!
Good. Get that out of here forever.
Yep. Now Ghost Spider attacks for 2. I can throw 2 into Gamora to help out.
That would be helpful.
Yeah, let's put 2 in the Gamora.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she attacks better than her thwart. Okay, I'm done.
Okay. If you're gonna do that,
Yeah, then you can heal up still if you want.
Yeah, we got a lot of threat on Sinister Synchronization.
Yeah.
So I will flip up. I'll go ahead and heal though. First, 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Now
Do you have a
flip up.
technique to play?
No,
in that
not gonna do
mode?
that. Yeah, I'm playing a technique for sure.
Yeah,
I'm putting out cutthroat ambition for lethal intent. That is the order. So I get to draw 2 cards. I got Groot, and I've got Sense of Justice. I am going to spend a strength to put out Nebula's ship.
Nice.
I'm going to exhaust Nebula's ship and the helicarrier, and discard Sense of Justice and Groot to put out the Avengers Mansion. Avengers Mansion to draw a card. Combat ready. Yeah, so let's see. I don't have ability to remove the last threat off of anything. But I do have combat ready. Shuffle up to 2 technique upgrades from your discard pile into your deck. That would keep me from decking, possibly. So let's do that. I'm going to do combat ready. Shuffle up to 2 technique upgrades from your discard pile into your deck. So let's look at all the cards there. And let's find a technique. Let's grab Unyielding Persistence, and we'll also grab Weapons Master or Gains Retaliate.
Unyielding Persistence. The Badoon is like so goofy looking.
Yeah. The other one is
Any other one.
Yeah, I'll grab Cutthroat Ambition.
All right, and they go into your deck. Yes.
Yep, shuffle them into my deck.
Yep.
Shuffle.
Okay.
And flip up. Cosmo takes out Gamora. We're going to call... what are we going to call? We're going to call Treachery.
And it is a minion.
Life-size decoy. Okay. So Cosmo's gone.
Okay. Well, we got
And
rid of
I got-
that guard,
Mhm.
that life-size decoy, which prevents us from thwarting the side scheme. So that's cool. Okay.
And I'm going to discard clear the area and end my turn.
All right. Here we go.
What's this evasive maneuvering I've got here? That's not one. Did I use that to pay for something?
No, you put
Or
it
is
out
that
last
still-
turn. But it didn't
Okay.
trigger because you were an alter ego. They're both in play.
Okay.
Oh, a web shot. And an acrobatics. Yes. Okay, cool. All right, where are we? 2 threat in the main scheme. Vulture is going to attack me. Shoot. After he attacks and damages you, choose. Discard a card from your hand. Oh, I'm tough. Yes. Yeah, I'll just take it. All right, hits my tough. Haha. So, we don't actually move the counter because he didn't actually deal the damage, right?
And damages you.
After Vulture attacks and damages you, choose. And then a new sentence says, move the active counter to the next villain in the activation order. So does it always move?
So
or
I guess
it only
it does.
move if it damages you? It's one of those poorly...
There's no arrow.
The syntax. There is none.
So you have to do everything
you do
you
everything.
can.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's
you just don't have to discard a card from your hand, but it does have to move.
All right, so Dr. Octopus is going to attack you for 2 and a boost.
And what's his ability? Remove.
Threat. But you were also tough.
Attacks and damage, you place 1 threat on the scheme. Yep. I was just curious. Go ahead.
All right.
Let him do his thing.
After its activation, put a pursued by the pass counter out. Okay.
Mm.
So 2 damage, and we're at 3 out of 5 for being pursued. Okay.
Okay. Yep.
And then the activation moves to Electro. Okay. All right. I get a card. You get a card. My card is take 1 for the team. Attach the villain with the highest ATK. If you cannot, resolve ambush. And the effect is you cannot attack villains who do not have an attached copy of take 1 for the team. So the highest attack, 2, 1, 3. So we must defeat Scorpion first, which is fine.
Okay.
I hate that someone turned the lights on. I think I have children coming downstairs. We shall see. Hello. Yes. Go ahead. Take your card for a second. I don't know if I can easily.
Drawing near. My favorite card. Drawing near.
What's up? What are you doing? I'm twitching with friends. Game night guys.
Your turn
All
begins.
canceled, so I'm playing with online guys.
Deck. Place sprint pursuit counter. Pursuit by the past.
Okay.
Oof.
See you in a bit.
Can I just sit down here until you finish?
Yeah, it might take a while. Go get a phone or something. Can I? Yeah, take that. See if you can sit over there. All right. My little minion's going to hang out down here. Cool. All right, what'd you get? Oh, drawing near?
Yeah, I got the drawing near card.
Okay. And then it's your turn, so you can't.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Can't avoid that.
Nope.
After your turn begins, discard top card of your deck. And that is this one, Ironheart. Place 1 pursuit counter on pursued by the past.
All right, it's at 4 to 5.
Ouch.
Yeah. Well, yours already came out, so.
So I do get to remove 3 threat from a scheme for my special.
Okay.
And I also get to choose to either stun or confuse an enemy. So the one that's going to activate against me is going to be Electro.
If you stun him, the token won't move. I can flip, and then he'll be confused against me. And I have an acrobatic, so I might actually just be able to kill him off. Ooh.
Yeah, he's currently confused, so you're saying stun him?
Well, okay,
against me?
If he's stunned and confused,
yeah,
I could do 8 damage to him, which would defeat him. And then the
but
token...
you can't hit him. You can't hit him without knocking out Scorpion
so
first, right?
If you stun Scorpion... Because I can do what? I can also web
Can we
shot,
can
which
we
is a
can we
stun.
knock out Scorpion this turn? I can do some damage to him.
I can do
Huh.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, I probably can take out. I think you stun Electro, and we leave Electro alone, and then we go after Scorpion for damage. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what we'll do.
Okay.
So that takes care of that technique. Discards that. And remove 3 threat. So I mean, might as well take it off the main.
Main, yeah.
Discard that.
Okay.
I can. Let's see. I've got a resource I can spend with my ship. Do you need to draw a card or use a helicarrier over there?
Okay, so I need 2. I need 3 resources to play all my stuff. And I have 2 web shots. And then if I have a team building exercise, 1. This is free. 1, 2. Am I shield? If I flip, oh, I'm civilian on the other side, right? 1. That gives me a card. 1.
You're definitely planning
A
on.
helicarrier lets me get out like a helicarrier. You know what I mean?
What if you stay upright and I flip down?
That's fine too.
Because I got to get rid of this drawing near card.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah,
That's
let's
the
both
problem.
do it. Yeah. If you either
And
give me a helicarrier or an Avengers Mansion, that helps. Because then I can't. If I don't flip, I can't get my Gank Lee card draw. So
yeah, I might be able to give you both. So
Okay.
let me see what happens here.
One of them
Whenever
lets
I
me get a helicarrier out. So
flip. So before I flip, I might as well remove threat or hit Scorpion. Would you rather I hit Scorpion or remove threat?
uh,
How are you
let's see,
looking on
I can do.
punching Scorpion out?
So I have a web shot for 4 plus my Venom Blast 5, 6, and he's stunned. And if I play this 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I don't need you to hit Scorpion. I can do Scorpion.
Okay.
So you could go after Vulture or Doc. Because when we take them out, we get threat removal too. So that's never bad.
Okay. So I'll hit Vulture for 2.
Okay. Yeah, he's the.
And then
weakest.
I'm gonna flip down. I'm gonna exhaust my ship and play my Weapons Master card, which allows me to draw 2 cards. So I will deck myself, and I still get to draw my 2 cards.
Yes.
So
Yep.
I get Cutthroat Ambition, and I'm gonna shuffle in the deck,
I dealt you
and I get
your
my
encounter card.
and I got my second card, which is Ironheart.
Ooh, nice.
So I'll spend the Genius. Whoops, thought I put it on top. Yeah, I did. To put out Ironheart. Ironheart draws me a card. Combat ready.
Oh, that
Discard cards on top of your deck. Till you put an upgrade into play. Resolve its special ability.
Ooh,
And I got 2 of those.
Yeah, that's cute.
Okay, so we're going to do Combat Ready. Discard cards until I discard a technique upgrade. There's Power in All of Us. Groot. Hope I don't deck myself again.
Yeah, you got to have another
Energy.
one in there, I would think.
I do. I have to.
Oh, wait,
absolutely
Face the
have to.
Past. Hold on. Face the
Oh,
Past,
yeah.
I think, has to be removed from the game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Add to the victory. Go ahead. You take care of that.
Yeah, I'll handle it.
Okay. Lethal Intent. So Evasive Maneuvering comes out. And Evasive Maneuvering says choose to either stun or confuse an enemy. So how about Doc Ock?
If you confuse Scorpion and can I?
Mm-hmm. You're going to take him out, though, right?
Well, it might be easier for me. Deal 2 damage to an enemy. So I could. Okay, so I could do 4 damage to what's his name, and then 2 damage over here, and then 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stun Scorpion. Stun Scorpion. I can get rid of him. Oh, I can't attack Vulture. I have to go after.
Exactly.
Okay,
Yep.
I have to go after. Yeah, because I could do 4 damage to Vulture and do a ton to the other guy, but that stupid card's in the way. So, how did you attack Vulture? You can't attack Vulture, can you? No.
So
You have to put 2 damage
that's
either
right.
into Scorpion. That's fine. or
Yeah.
you have to remove some threat or something. So,
Okay.
um,
Let's take threat off.
yeah,
Threat
pull
off
it
the
off the
main.
main. Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I
Yep. Sorry
forgot
about
that.
that.
Yep. I missed it too. We have a lot of cards on the table.
So evasive maneuvering
So you
came out.
still get to stun or confuse somebody. So
So let's do it to. We're gonna try to get rid of Scorpion, so Vulture would be the next choice, right? He'd be the next one,
yep.
or Doc Ock, unless we go hard after Vulture. So
Yeah, let's stun
Yep.
Scorpion or Vulture just because he's next. Just
Okay.
because. Yeah.
Yep.
Adding
I'll do
one
another.
threat from what's his name isn't as bad as like losing a card, I think. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm gonna do the same thing.
Oh,
Combat
okay.
ready.
Here we go.
So here we go again. Rocket. Wide stance. We got our wide stance on. Look at the top 3 cards in counter deck. Discard one and put the others back in any order.
Cosmo likes this card.
Mm-hmm. That's yeah.
I got you.
Cosmo.
All right. So here are the top 3 cards of the encounter deck. Discard one and put the other 2 back in any order. Whoa, 3 boost icon. Find radioactive man and reveal him. Yikes.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. So we need to get rid of.
So if neither one of
These
us
are
is
gonna
going to
get
get a
dealt.
boost, yeah, they'll
Right.
be dealt. Yeah.
So do we want to give heightened morale to Scorpion? Does that say attach the villain with the highest activation order?
He'll be gone.
You cannot resolve the ambush ability on the main scheme, then attach this card to the active villain.
Yeah, so Scorpion will be dead. This would attach to Vulture or Doc Ock. So heightened morale is fine. It's a couple bonus points, and we just take out that guy. I think it's the other 2 that are like, find radioactive man and reveal him. He is huge. He activates against you. I think you get rid of Power of the Atom, and we end up dealing with Hobgoblin and Vulture.
Jeez.
I mean,
and Vulture will be out there anyway.
Yeah, which means you discard a random card.
Discard one card, random card for hand. Okay, I'm drawing tons of them.
Yeah. Okay, so let's get rid of Power of the Atom.
Yep, for sure.
Okay, and then the other 2
and then
go
stack
back.
Those however you want.
Yeah.
Just put them in the right order. Attach a villain with the highest activation order. So we don't want that to go first.
So who wants to discard the extra card is the question. Whoever flips frequent flyers has to deal with the Vulture being out there. Maybe if he's out there.
Give it to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and you're.
Because I'm the support guy.
Yes. Okay, so
I'm
you're
giving
first.
gifts.
So this. Okay, I think I got it right. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Keep going with your turn. That's not over yet.
I'm going to go ahead and discard Cutthroat Ambition to get rid of that drawing nearer card.
Okay.
And you get the Skilled Investigator.
All right. Woo!
Because that's how I am. And I will keep my unyielding persistence.
I feel like that's
and then we're going to
too often.
With Ironheart, I can either do 1 damage to Scorpion if that helps you to be more efficient, or I could take 1 threat off of Sinister Synchronization or Light at the End. Either way.
Okay, so he's not stunned or confused, right? So I'm going to play this card. I'm going to do 4, 5, 6. And then I'm going to play this. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm going to actually do 1 point of over too much damage. So,
okay.
Yeah. Use her somewhere else.
So I'll remove threat off of either Light at the End or Sinister Synchronization.
All right, let's make progress at Light at the End for 1.
Do it.
Okay.
All right, she'll take 1 damage. That is the end of my short turn. You have a Avengers Mansion and a Helicarrier at your disposal.
I will use the mansion right away.
Okay.
Let's see what I got. Followed. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, this is a tough one though. With the side scheme being 21 threat on it. Oh. Okay. Let's do this the right way. Which I don't know what that is. I'm going to use Gankly to draw a card and then discard a card. I think I'll get rid of the follow. Ooh, I need the energy.
Should I have gotten rid of that evasive maneuvering? Choose a stunner, confuse an enemy. I think that one should have been discarded.
You played them from your.
I played
those funny cards.
That's right.
Yep.
Because
The
I put
ones
out Weapons Master with the
you put
Nebula
up.
ship. Okay,
Yeah, you
sorry.
paid for one,
Just
and
making
two of
sure
them came out for free. Yeah.
this is my Friday brain, so it doesn't
Yeah. I'm gonna pitch Fallout.
click on all cylinders.
Okay. Then I'm going to web shot. I'll take a helicarrier for this. And I need an energy, so I'll use a web shooter. I guess I could have used that follow. All right. So I will do 4 damage to Scorpion. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I used my energy, so I get to Venom Blast him for 2, and I get to stun him. And a stun. Okay. All right. Then I'm going to play Anacrobatics. Arachnobatics. With this command center, I guess. Yeah, with this command center. So I deal 2 damage to an enemy, and if the enemy has a stun status card, deal 3 additional damage. So I'll hit him for 5. Okay.
Great.
So we pull this stun off, we flip him over, and we get rid of take 1 for the team. So now we can damage anybody we want. I have a team building exercise. Oh, that doesn't help me versus Spider-Man. Oh, shoot.
You got a web shooter though.
Oh, I
You can get
do.
him out with.
Yeah. I think, though, I'll play this Web of Life and Destiny for free. Because I am a web warrior. And then 1, 2. Oh. I used your helicarrier. Yep.
You did use it?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't tap it.
Oh, shoot. What were the other? Yeah. I should have.
Do you need the Web of Life in Destiny right now?
I mean, I get to draw a card when ally leaves play.
Right.
Darn it. I think I should have. Shoot. I think I'm wondering if there's a way to do that where I could have played the helicarrier and used the helicarrier to play the necrobatics. Like your helicarrier, a web shooter,
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
a Spider-Man to play my helicarrier, and then use my helicarrier to play an acrobatics. So that works that way. I'm gonna cheat like that. Okay. Did I remove a token? I did not. So that goes away. I lose that. Okay. And then Ghost Spider will attack. Oops, wrong direction. Will attack Vulture for 2. And I will also attack Vulture for 2.
Awesome.
Yep. Okay. Reducing its cost. Yeah, you still have to pay that. Okay. I am done. Okay.
Man, Mr. Long Turn.
Yeah, I know, right? Okay, F12. 2 of us. All right. 2 threat in the main scheme. He is stunned against you. No, he's confused against you. Sorry. You do not have a minion out. He is stunned against me. He didn't actually activate, so the token doesn't move. And you get a second encounter card, and I get a first encounter card. Okay.
Here it is.
Oh boy.
It is my obligation, inferiority complex. You may flip to alter ego form. Choose exhaust your alter ego, remove inferior complex from the game. Let's just do that.
Yeah, you don't want to lose 3
Get rid of it.
techniques. Yeah.
Get rid of it. Yeah.
Gone.
From the game. Next card is Frequent Flyers.
Which we knew was coming.
In expert mode, this card gains Insight 1. It cannot be canceled. We're not in expert mode. When revealed, put the set aside Hobgoblin and Vulture into play. We already got Vulture out there. If Hobgoblin's already in play, take 2 indirect damage. If Vulture is already in play, discard 1 card at random from your hand. That's not so bad.
Yeah. So Hobgoblin I
not-
added, and you have to get rid of something.
Random discard is a clear the area.
All right. And mine is, heightened morale. Attach the villain with the highest activation order. We will give that to Vulture. And he has plus X. He's plus 3 attack. So he's attacking for 5.
He's got to go.
Oh, the equal to number of villains. So plus 4. So he's attacking for 6. Good night, Scott. Thanks. Yep. Enjoy.
Thanks for hanging out.
Yep.
Bubba.
Scott's like, I can't watch these fools.
Yeah.
All right.
Friday night.
I know it's Friday.
Go have fun.
Go do something else. All right. Here we go. F12. My turn. Okay. Let's see what I can do. Let's get rid of Vulture, shall we?
That'll be good. Whenever you knocked out Scorpion, did you remove the threat?
I did not.
Curious.
I did not. You're right. 4
Okay.
threat. 1, 2, 3,
Okay.
4. And the chat missed that. Okay, so I took 4 off of light at the end. Thank you. Thank you.
No Romeo.
Yeah, no Romeo out there. So,
Sleepy Scott.
I know, right? And scheme for each. Okay, so let's get out Spider-Man, Pavatier, Prabhakar. So we use the team building exercise to play a card from my hand that shares a trait with my hero, Web Warrior, to play Spider-Man, and I'll use the Power of Justice to help pay for that. And when he enters play, remove 1 threat from the scheme for each Web Warrior card you control. So I control Spider-Man, Ghost Spider, Spider-Man, Web of Life, and Destiny. So I control 4 Web Warrior cards. I will take 4 threat off. And the main's at half, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Does it have to be a side scheme? A scheme. Okay. Cool. Overwatch. Oh, I should have played Overwatch first. All right, I put out Overwatch first.
Mm-hmm.
And then I remove the 4, and then remove the 4. Okay, and then Overwatch goes
one.
away. Okay, boom.
Yep.
Okay. Power Within. I want to get that out. Boom, boom, boom. But first, let's get rid of Vulture, shall we? Little Spider-Man will punch for 1. Boo, boo, boo. Take a damage.
Okay.
And then Ghost Spider will punch for 2. That will flip Vulture. I got a whole bunch of stuff here, so let's not miss anything.
Yep.
Flip Vulture, get rid of heightened morale, remove 4 threat from light at the end of the tunnel. She takes consequential damage. When Ghost Spider leaves play, search your deck for an identity-specific event and add it to your hand. So I will look at my deck for an identity-specific event. Double life. Web shot. Can I pay for all the cards in my hand? 1, 2 for that. Then we'll draw. I'll have that card in my hand. Okay, wait a second.
Mm-hmm.
If I'll draw a card. 1, 2 for that. 1, possibly a helicarrier from you.
You may.
Okay, let's take this one then. Okay. All right. So that's Ghost Spider leaving play. Then Web of Life and Destiny after Web Warrior A leaves play, choose a player. Me, draw a card. Okay. Oh, I drew an energy. Even better. Okay.
Oh, sweet.
Sweet. Okay.
Okay.
All right, good,
You still
good.
need a helicarrier?
Probably not.
Okay.
Okay, so then let's play this web shot that I drew with double energy. Okay. Deal 4 damage to an enemy. I can do. We can kill somebody off here. So, because I can do 8 damage with where I'm sitting.
Yeah.
So we could get rid of Electro or Octopus, or Hobgoblin really sucks, but I would need a punch from Ironheart maybe. How's that? Hobgoblin does all that extra damage. Shall we get rid of him?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah,
web shot for
let's get
4.
rid of him.
1, 2, 3, 4. Web shot then says trigger my Venom Blast ability, which is 2 damage and a stun. 2 more to him, and I will stun him. Okay. Cool. Regular Spider-Man will punch for 2, so he's down to 1, so he's within striking distance for Ironheart.
Okay.
My fellow champion. I'm also a champion. She's a champion. See, it's teamwork.
Excellent.
And then this helicarrier and this web shooter for a swing in
Oh,
to
cool.
remove 4 threat from.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm going to take it off the side scheme.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. And since I used a wild, I get to trigger my camouflage, which gives me a tough and confuses somebody.
Used a wild
Yeah, I use my web shooter.
web shooter.
Yeah, I got 1 left on my web shooter. So
Oh, gotcha,
I can
gotcha.
I
Yep.
can confuse one of these guys. I'm gonna confuse Electro. If I confuse Electro and I flip, he won't actually activate. Yeah, I had to confuse. Okay, I'll confuse him.
So what you just did a base? You just did a basic power. Is that
No,
correct?
I
Or are you
used an event.
using the swing in?
I
Okay,
used an event.
gotcha.
Yeah, I don't have any resources for power within yet.
I've got a helicarrier.
I know, but I'm gonna draw a card, so I
Okay,
think you.
gotcha.
I'll let you keep it. Um,
Oh, so nice.
I know, right? Every now and then.
So
Don't tell
nice.
anyone. Um, I'll flip now. I will shuffle this. I'm going to shuffle in one of my cards. I'm going to shuffle in a web shot because it eventually nets us
Okay.
threat as well. I'll use Gankly to draw a card and keep it. A skilled investigator. So
Looky
if
there.
I can give you that skilled investigator, but I would then need your helicarrier. Otherwise, I'm going to spend this skilled investigator to play my power within. So it's up to you.
You can play your power within your response.
If I get rid of my skill, it's an upgrade. So
Oh, it's an upgrade. Okay.
yeah,
For some reason, I was thinking that was a.
yeah, it's not a response event. So do you
Yeah,
want?
go ahead and put it out. No, go ahead and put it out there
Okay.
because it's the venom
Do you want?
blast.
So this is coming out, and either
I got a lot of card draw.
I'm either going to spend my skilled investigator or give it to you. Yeah. Okay. I'll spend it because you don't really need it. Okay.
Mm-mm.
Done.
Done. I'll do the Avengers Mansion draw card, and it's float like a butterfly. I'm going to spin Nebula's ship to put out an unyielding
Oh,
persistence,
this will be good
which will
because
draw me
I'm confusing. So
2 more cards. I will. I got one way or another.
don't do it. I saw them.
Yep, one way or another. Let's do this first. Let's use Ironheart to knock out Hobgoblin.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Well,
Okay.
are you going to one way or another?
Maybe
he can remove 4 threat from
possibly.
any side scheme if you do play one way or another.
Well, let's do that then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, one way or another is a hero action, so you got to finish
Whip
your
up.
alter ego stuff. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and I think I am done with all of that. So yeah, one way or another. Why not? Let's do it.
Let's look at all of our cards and pick a side scheme. Let's hope there's a side scheme in there. There is one side scheme in the deck. So it is coordinated effort. Everyone's got an acceleration. Okay. Okay.
And I get to draw 3 cards. 1,
Yeah.
Lethal Intent, and Power in All of Us, and Cutthroat Ambition. Wow.
Well, you could have some crazy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And do I have another Cutthroat Ambition out there too? I got a base, top 3 cards.
No, you have one of each of the other rest. That's the one you don't have. That's funny.
So why don't we do that? I'll spin the other one way or another to put out Cutthroat Ambition. And I'm going to spin... I have Lethal Intent. I like that.
Oh, which you can trigger a whole bunch of them, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how about I use a helicarrier to spin to this reduces the cost, right?
That
it doesn't work.
That doesn't
so
work.
I needed to use the helicarrier for the Cutthroat Ambition.
Yeah.
Is what I needed to do.
Yes.
That's what I needed to do.
Yep.
So I'm playing Lethal Intent. I'm using one way or another to trigger Cutthroat Ambition to remove 3 threat from a scheme.
So you're only going to trigger one right? So every resource you pump into it, you trigger another technique.
And I may spend more.
Okay, so you're
I
gonna
guess I got
remove
to spend it all
3
now.
from coordinated effort. Yeah, I mean you got to
Yes.
kind of keep. You can't like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can see how it
Uh,
goes. I'm totally fine with you. Like,
weapons master. I'll spend the build support to do the weapons master for that's 4 damage off of into somebody. And
I guess Doctor Octopus, since the other guy's confused.
okay.
Yep.
And then the other ones are looking at cards. No. Stun or confuse an enemy. No. And give Nebula a
Terrible.
test status card. Probably not. So I'm just going to spend those 2 resources for that lethal intent.
Okay.
And then I've got another lethal intent that I'm going to spend 2 resources on. And that would be Float Like a Butterfly and Gamora. And we'll do 4 damage to Dr. Octopus. No,
Yeah,
we'll do
finish
3
him up.
damage first. Let's do 3 damage first to coordinated effort.
Or 3
Get rid
threat.
of that.
3 threat. Yep.
Yeah, 3 threat.
Okay.
And then the 4 damage into Dr. Octopus with the
Okay.
other one. And so then he'll remove
4 threat
4
from a
threat
side
from
scheme.
scheme.
It's down to
There
1.
we go. Yep. And we talked about
Ooh.
Hobgoblin, knocking him out with
Now, well,
Ironheart.
yeah, he pulls 4 threat.
And pull that from the main, or I
No, it
could
has
go
to be.
ahead and
It
trip
has to
light
be a
at the
side
end.
scheme. Yeah, it has to be. Can you do?
Has to be a side scheme.
Okay, who's gonna activate? Confused. Doesn't, and then Electro, and you shoot. It's like if we have one more point of damage, or one more something, we could flip the light and pop Hobgoblin for the extra threat removal, like all at once. But we're like one
Mm-hmm.
off. And you have retaliates, but that's not gonna that they're not gonna trigger quite right.
I got an idea. Do you have any cards left in your hand? Let's see.
No.
You don't have anything left in your hand.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that is a side scheme. You'd be able to get Skilled Investigator to draw a card.
Yeah.
So what if I spent 1 to give you Plan B? Oh no, you're in alter ego form.
Oh
You
yeah.
are in alter ego form. As I say, exhaust Plan B. You discard a random card, deal 2 damage
Oh,
to
and
an
that
enemy.
skilled investigator only works
Yeah,
in hero mode too. Yep.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. It's okay. It's okay.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
I mean, it's
Just
probably better
messing
just to
around.
get rid of Hobgoblin and pop the light at the end of the tunnel with 3 additional threat. It's like not the end of the world. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the other option would have been to remove 3 threat from the main when you triggered the second cutthroat ambition instead
Mm-hmm.
of the side scheme. And then, oh, no, never mind. Nope, yep, just do what you gotta do. Let's take out Hobgoblin.
Okay. He's
Yep.
gone.
Yep, let's not get
Knock him out.
tricky. Yep, he
Knock
flips.
him out.
And you move 4 threat from light at the end.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're going to flip it. Hazard icon. All right, players cannot win unless they escape. When the last threat is removed from the scheme, the players escape and win the game. Hazard icon. 25 threat. It's only 25 threat. We've been hey, for us, we've been doing pretty good with threat. For us. So.
I'd say.
Yeah.
We both have to bring justice in order to do good with threat.
Yeah.
So I'll go ahead and spend the power in all of us to put a Plan B out for you.
Oh.
There you go.
Oh, wow. How nice of you.
Yeah. Well, I didn't have a card, so it doesn't mean.
All right.
So,
We both have quite a board. Yours is going to all wipe away, but do a ton of fun stuff. But
yep.
it's still built. It's really nice. And my board is half of your cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 of them are from you. No.
At least 1,
No. Okay.
2,
Wait.
3,
1,
4,
2, 3, 4. 5 of them are from you.
5,
Yep. Okay,
6. 6.
6.
Right. We've got Skilled Investigator.
Yep.
Plan B. Yep.
Yep. All my little attachment upgrades, and I'm a guardian too. So, all right, here we go. 2 double lives. I'm gonna deck next turn probably. Okay, I got nothing for defense. So we put out 3 threat. 2 threat. I don't know why we're putting 3 threat out. 2 threat out. Me. He's confused. Nothing happens. He's going to attack you for 1 and a boost. And he'll mill you if he damages you. Now you're taking less. You gain retaliate 1. You also take 1 less damage from each attack from wide stance, which is nice. So you're going to take 1 less damage.
So if I
So it's really just a boost right now is what you're going to take. Yeah. And did you get a stat boost? One of the cards give you a stat boost, right? Oh, attack and thwart. Okay.
I do have a retaliate, but that's it. Yeah. Unless you want to defend with Spider-Man over there. And then you get a card, right?
Is that a hero? Mm-hmm. It's not a hero action. I could use it. I mean, he is only a 1. Or we just take, you're only going to take a couple points. Actually, it could be, what's his name, right? Have we seen Thunderbolt Man yet? I could throw Spider-Man. You've been doing all kinds of stuff for me.
Well, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. And you'll benefit from it.
Okay, so Spider-Man takes 2 damage, and he is defeated. 3 damage, he's defeated. And then I'll use a Web of Life and Destiny to draw a card. Okay.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Okay. Oh, good. Genius. Oh, I can bring out a couple of these guys. I got a couple. All right. Yeah, because I get a card, you get a card, and I get a hazard card. Okay. My first one, Taunting Presence. Attach the villain with the most remaining hit points. Threat cannot be removed from light at the end. Okay, so the most remaining hit points is Electro. Okay.
Okay.
Partnership of Pain, Alter Ego. The villain with the lowest activation order value schemes with plus X scheme where X is equal to the total scheme of all other villains. All right,
well, isn't that convenient?
Yes, Electro schemes for 2 and a boost. 2. So he schemes for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. All right.
My card is an Evil Alliance. Each Nemesis minion in play activates against you. Have no minions activated this way. Place 3 threat on pursuit counters on pursued by the past.
It's going to trigger. Yeah. Okay, after you place pursuit counters here, if the number of counters is 3 more than remove each counter.
Mm-hmm.
If your Nemesis minion is in play, it activates against you. Does not. Then we flip it. It's interesting because your Nemesis minion is out once. That's why I'm reading it. After you've flipped to the side, find your Nemesis minion, reveal it. Search your set-aside area for your Nemesis side scheme and reveal it. Shuffle your remaining set-aside Nemesis. Okay, so the rest of it, and then it flips over. Okay, so find, though, does mean we have to go fetch him out of the discard pile. Or her. All right, I'll get rid of this card. Yep. Good thing you didn't play your Gamora.
Oh, I know it. I was thinking about it.
Yeah, I can tell. Like, she's not a bad ally.
She triggers something.
Yeah, you get -1/-1/-1, and Gamora gets +1 with piercing. All right, so we got to deal with her, huh?
Yeah, and here's the cards that get shuffled in right there in the middle.
Oh, yep. Okay. Take control.
Which, that's more reason to get rid of Gamora.
Well, there was 12 cards left in the deck. Now there are 15, so we will see them shortly. Can you hear the background noise at my house?
Oh, yeah. Sounds like a party.
They can hear you, Tommy.
No cursing.
He's watching some sort of stream. That's not me. You should be watching Dad. He's not amused. He's like, whatever. All right, F12, your turn. Oh, look at all the stuff that gets a trigger.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we do know that we get to remove 3 threat from a scheme.
Yeah.
So we need to get rid of that self-preservation for sure. So let's take care of that.
Take care and control
maybe.
That. Yeah, I think that's fair.
Maybe. And then that goes away. And we've got deal 4 damage to an enemy. How about Gamora? And then we've got choose to either stun or confuse an enemy. Yeah. We'll stun and let's stun Electro.
Okay.
Discard. This one over here says give Nebula a tough status card.
Okay, that's
And
the
then
easy one.
we've got the one. Yeah. And then we got the one that lets you look at the top 3. And we get to stack it.
Sinister Strike, 1
Ooh.
boost, and we're gonna get one boost. The first card there's a stun, so one of them will be a boost, and then the other, you know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's
Right.
like Sinister Strike could be a boost, or yeah.
Yeah, so it looks like it's 2, 2, and 1. So Sinister Strike would be 1 boost.
Lethal
So we'll put that
weapon.
on top.
Lethal
Lethal
weapon.
weapon just is an upgrade that just goes on the.
+1 attack. That's not the worst. That's
Yeah,
okay to have.
yeah.
Get rid of
Because,
Partnership of Pain. Discard
you know,
Partnership of Pain, maybe.
yep, yeah, for sure. We don't need
And
anybody
then,
coming out after
so
us.
Sinister Strike is the boost that we're gonna deal
Yep,
with.
yep. And lethal weapon would be
Would be an
the
encounter
encounter
card.
card.
Yeah,
Yep.
and we just don't know the other 2 encounter cards because of there's a hazard. So okay, cool.
I mean, I got a one way or another anyway, so this might be all me.
There are no side schemes in the deck.
Oh, there's none left. You
No,
sure?
because there
You
was
telling me the
only
truth?
one left when we put coordinated effort out,
Okay.
and we have not decked yet. So it'll be a waste of a card. Don't use it because yeah,
Okay.
it'll just be a waste. You'll just whiff.
Hmm?
It's been
Fair
paying
enough.
off, so I would take it if you could, but yeah.
So we'll do Nebula's ship to clear the area on self-preservation.
Oh, that's convenient.
Draws me a
Oh,
card.
another side scheme completed while I'm in alter ego form.
What the heck? We'll make it up to you. Nebula's, now that she is no longer -1, can knock out Gamora.
Yep.
So we'll take care of her. I'll use one way or another to pay for a wide stance. I'll use nowhere to pay for the weapon master, and I will leave it up to you to decide if you want the justice served card. I'll
After
give
you
it to
thwart, remove
you.
the last threat from a scheme. Discard ready your hero. That works with
I mean,
events. I'm not going to be removing the last threat from a scheme this turn.
probably not.
Probably not. I don't think so.
So, I mean, I probably should have put that out.
I mean, it's an upgrade.
But
It can go out, but
yeah.
okay.
I'll tell you what, I'll just give you the Helicarrier and the Avengers Mansion to use on your turn, and I won't fret over that Justice Serve card because I don't think it's going to be that effective anyway.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
there
All
you
right.
go. Cheers.
I will use your Avengers Mansion to draw a card.
Okay.
I'll use Gangly to draw a card. I will look if I have alter ego actions. Ready here. I'm still sitting at 8 health because of the 4 you gave me with a tough. I'm going to flip back. Okay. I got a lot of stuff here. I got a spider. If you place it from your hand, ready and upgrade you control. It's a tech draw 1 card. Ready and upgrade. Web shooter? Do I have a web shooter in my hand? I don't. Oh man, I wish I had a tech upgrade.
I know.
I
Is
have
that,
them. That's
You
the web
do,
shooters, but
but you're going to spend the last one.
yeah, if I spend it, I lose it. So
Yeah.
um
Oh, well.
yeah.
How inefficient.
Jeez. Why even play?
You could just, what you could do is put him out there and attack with him and get a card draw. You know?
Oh.
It's the same thing, right? Just,
Yeah. Well, I could do it with Spider Ham. Because Spider Ham could end up dying from the boost, and then I could draw from that, and then maybe it would be a tech card. Which I kind of want to play. Okay, let's take a Helicarrier.
you got 3 cards left in your hand. I don't know how many. Let me look at your discard.
No,
pile.
I don't have. Yeah, the tech cards in my discard pile. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay. So then let's do some of this other stuff here, shall we? Let's get rid of Electro, right? Because we can't remove
That's the
threat.
way to win this game.
We can't remove threat from light at the end because of Electro. So let's web shot. Web shot is the damage one. Yeah. Venom Blast. Web shot. There won't be anybody else out. 4, 5, 6. 5, 6, 7, 8.
You got a plan B as well. That's two
Yeah, when I get down to the end of it.
damage to the enemy.
Yep. Random card. I'll kind of wait till towards the end. All right, we're going to web shot. And I need an energy icon for that. So I'm going to spend a double life and a helicarrier. To do 4 damage to an enemy. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can trigger Venom Blast, which is 2 damage and a stun. He's already stunned. Okay. Then I'll use team building exercise and your helicarrier, please.
Okay.
I do that in reverse order. Your helicarrier first, then team building exercise. To play Spider-Man. Ready and upgrade you control, which is... Oh, that's a support. Oh, shoot. I don't have any upgrades that will exhaust, do I? Other than plan B. It's fine. To play Spider-Man and do exactly like you said and punch him for 2 more. All right, so a bunch of things happens. Electro's defeated, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he's no longer stunned. We flip him over. This card gets removed, and then we can remove 7 threat from a side scheme. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because the card's gone because he's defeated. When defeated. Okay. And then Spider-Man takes 2 damage and is defeated, and I use the Web of Life and Destiny to draw a card, which is just the power of justice. All right, so no more damage dealing. Damage dealing is no fun anymore. So I will spend this Genius and this Power of Justice to put out Spider-Ham, who will thwart for 2 off of the side scheme. And he... Force response. After Spider-Ham attacks or thwarts, discard the top card of the encounter deck for each boost. Oh, no. You set up the encounter deck, didn't you? I guess it doesn't matter, right?
It's
going to be a 1. Right? Yeah.
Right. It's going to be a 1.
He takes 1 consequential damage. Okay. So the other card is just going to be a 2 boost. Okay. All right. Spider-Man, my Spider-Man will thwart for 3. 1, 2, 3. Off the side scheme. I don't have any damage to deal. I'll spend this in acrobatics to put out a defense mechanism upgrade. I'll move these over a little bit so I see them. So when I use a basic action, say to defend, I can do a bunch of stuff. I could double life. Ooh. Did I spend a... Okay, yeah. I'm going to use my web shooter to play double life. Okay, web shooter gets discarded. Change your form. If you paid for this using a fist, ready your identity. So I'm going to flip and ready. And I'm going to shuffle in a Miles Morales Spider-Man card. So I could put the web shooter back in, or I could put the threat removal or the attack one back in, right? So, like... Let's shuffle in a... Because a web shot's like 6 damage and a stun. So let's shuffle that web shot back in.
Okay.
Okay, actually into my deck. So I'm going to draw it. So shuffle. Okay. And then I'll flip back...
You didn't put it in your deck?
Yeah, I did. Oh.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, because I had a web shot in my hand. I had 1 web shot in my hand already, and I shuffled another web shot in. So I flip back and I thwart for 3 off the main, or off the side scheme. Again. Plan B doesn't help me any because there's no one to punch. And I don't trigger my abilities because there's no one to punch. Okay, I'm done. Okay. We had some good turns there. Went from 25 to 11.
So plan B said you can't use it?
Right, there's nobody to attack.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
There's no one to go. There's no one to go after.
I'm just like, okay,
yeah, I was gonna chuck the web shot at somebody.
Yeah,
I was gonna use it, but there's no one to attack. So
that's right. We cleared it.
Yeah.
So
all right. Here we go.
No deal.
Okay, I'm gonna deck though. Okay, I pushed it.
So did I.
But did it do anything? There it goes. Okay. Who's player one? Your player one? You decked?
Yeah, I did.
Wow,
Yep. We
again
both
already,
did.
huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the draw deck, turbo draw.
Okay, so we both decked.
So encounter card
All right.
to each of us. Wow.
When the villain would act, so we don't do that. So we put out 2 threat. Okay. And then the encounter deck is got 11 left. So now we
That's
have
funny.
to trigger ambush. When a villain would activate, if no villain is in play, resolve this card's ambush ability. Continue that activation. So you ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Random number 1 through 6. Randomly select 2. That is Electro. Electro is back in the game. And continue that activation. So he's going to attack you for 1 and a boost.
I got a tough.
You take 2 damage.
Tough gone.
And he remains the active villain because there's nobody else. He'll come after me. I also have a tough, but I wonder if I should. I'm wondering if I should defend anyways to trigger the Venom Blast.
The Venom Blast would.
I would do 2 damage and stun him in case he activates again.
Okay.
If he activates again, I'll just.
Okay.
Because I have.
And he may.
Because I could throw it for 3 if I stay up. Okay. Take 2. All right. Oh no! Take 2 indirect damage.
Spider-Ham can absorb both, and you get a card.
Yeah, he's gonna take both, and I will get a card. And then Electro will hit my tough for 1. Boo! I should have blocked.
Yeah.
Do you have retaliate over there? You do. -1 damage or 1 damage to Electro.
That's right.
Yep. Okay. Oh, I drew the threat removal one. Cool. Yeah, we can win this turn if we survive the encounter phase.
I get 3 cards.
Those were his activations, right?
Yep.
So you get another encounter card. We're gonna go reverse order for you. I get another encounter card, and there's a hazard out, so you get a 3rd encounter card. Okay.
Okay. Reverse order.
Reverse order. Yeah, right to left.
Here we go. First card we knew was lethal weapon.
Okay. We attach the
That's
Electro.
the villain.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. We knew that. Next is from every direction. When revealed, place 1 threat on the main scheme for each enemy in play. Well,
that's only 1 threat. Wow. That's a
okay.
weak. That is weak.
Ooh.
Weak. I'm calling it now. It's weak.
Next is taunting presence.
Threat cannot be removed unless we defeat him. Okay. So we got to do 7 damage for 7 threat removal, though. It's not the worst.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. My cards, left to right. Old Rivals. Gamora attacks you. If no attack was made this way, this card gains surge. Oh.
Here goes.
All right. So here comes the surge train. Yep. Technically, it's dealt into the row. Okay. And then I've got Team Leader. Attach to the villain with the lowest activation order. If you cannot resolve ambush, then attach this card to the active villain. And it is a crisis, so we can't remove threat from the main scheme either. Okay. Yeah, we really just got to beat up on Electro.
I just painted a big target on
look,
himself.
heightened morale. Attached to the villain. He gets +1 equal to the total number of villains in play. Okay, so Electro's like, come on, come at me, boy. I'm the BBG here. Like, yeah, he's like, well, if I'm going down, I'm gonna make you work for it. That's funny. Okay, my turn. My turn. Are we ready for this? Let's see if I'm gonna see if I can beat you. Beat it.
Finishes off.
Let's see.
You got an Avengers Mansion.
Okay, I'll take Avengers Mansion. Sure.
There you go.
Okay, Warrior of the Great Web, which I don't need, which is fine, but it is an energy resource. Cool. I'll use my helicarrier and that Warrior of the Great Web you let me draw for a web shot to do 4 damage to him. 1, 2, 3, 4. Triggering my Venom Blast for 2 more and stunning him. Add a stun. Okay. Then I'll use my team building exercise to. I'll spend a web shot. That's 2, and this guy 3, and this is 4. I'll spend 4 resources for a scarlet spider. Okay, who will attack Electro for 2, finishing him off.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then we get rid of this card, this card, this card, this card, that card. We flip him, and we remove 7 threat from his scheme, knocking it down to 4. I will remove 3 threat myself, and I use the action, so I'll trigger defense mechanism. And no, I don't trigger them; they're useless. I can't ready. I'm gonna. It's all you, man. It's all you.
Okay.
I'm
I'm
done.
going to use my weapons master. No, to hit nobody.
Oh, yeah.
The wide stance, the look at cards, discard. I don't even know if we got that many in there, do we?
We'll see.
See what they were. There's the radioactive man.
I say you put him on top. Discard that
Yeah, we put him on
life-size
top.
decoy and put him on top.
Decoy. Radioactive man.
Yeah. We get rid
On
of
top.
the decoy. We put the attacky card and then radioactive man so he can boost for 4. Okay, cool.
Okay.
All right.
And I'll pass the rest of my turn. No. Remove the threat.
Remove a
Live
threat.
in.
1 threat. Woo! We win. Yay.
Fun game.
Yeah, that was good.
Look at my big board state.
It did exist at one point. And then all your cards, like, they're ethereal. They just vanish. They come in and out.
You know what I should have done? I should have did this. I should have spent 2 to put Cosmo out instead.
Yes. And have
That's
him
what I'll
remove
do.
the threat. Have him remove the threat.
Yep. And then he's going to say
Minion.
Radioactive man.
Yep.
There he is.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
GG.
That's more fun that way. Yeah.
Fun game.
Yeah, that was good. I think my deck worked okay. I think I'm willing to take it to the con, kind of as is. I mean, you did basically, like, push me pretty good.
I don't know. A lot of the stuff I handed you really didn't matter. Like disguise.
The 4 health worked pretty good.
Yeah, the health did for sure.
Yeah, the skilled investigator never paid off. I had one in my deck. Do I have a heroic intuition in my deck? Because that was useful. I'm gonna have to look. I can't remember. Because if not, I think I might throw that in.
Yeah, because
I
now
never
you're up
got
to
my
3.
waylays out. Yeah, I might take that out instead of command center. I was trying to use some slightly different cards, so maybe I'll leave command center. Yeah, maybe I'll add a heroic intuition in there. Yeah, I never used disguise because of the timing of things.
So all the cards that I pretty much threw in there that were aspect cards was like Sense of Justice, which says put under any player's control. Justice Served, play under any player's control. So I looked for all the cards that say play under any player's control, and
Right, shared them out.
That was my way to kind of Voltron up my buddy over there.
Yeah.
Plan B, Web of Life and Destiny is yours, but Skill Investigator. And then by throwing out the Avengers Mansion, throwing out the Helicarrier, more opportunities for you to take advantage of it. So that's pretty fun. And you can do that in a lot of aspects. But the nice thing about Justice is the card draw. So there's tons of card draw, so you can dig for those things. And at the same time, not compromise yourself, because I'm throwing out techniques to get extra card draws. I've got my Nebula ship, which helps me to pay for things. Of course, Nick Fury, and I didn't see any of my Guardian guys. I just used them all as resources. So,
yeah.
But that was fun.
Yeah. Well, Bill, thanks for making my Friday night game night very fun.
All right.
Um,
Glad you enjoyed it.
yeah, it's good.
Anytime, hit me up. If your
Yeah.
friends bail on you, you got me.
I know. I think I'm gonna go play some Star Wars deck builder game with my son here. We'll see if he beats me up or
Oh,
not.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. You tried the new one yet? The Clone War
Yep.
one?
We
Or
played the Clone War. We have both.
okay.
Yeah, they're both
I haven't
good.
picked that one up yet.
That one
Is
plays.
it worth it?
Yeah, it's a complete game all by itself.
Oh,
Two full
not real
factions.
samey.
It's not the same. They're separatists and Republic, and each one plays differently than the Empire or the Rebellion.
Oh,
And
nice.
so you have four full factions, and you can interchange them any way you want. It's just like it. If you play the Clone Wars one, like it's all sorted and everything, but you could take the Republic out and play them against the Rebels. You just have to adjust your Galaxy deck to make sure that you're using, you've taken out the Empire cards and put in the whatever it is. So
Right.
we've played around with that. It's pretty good.
I guess there's rules to tell you how to do that.
Yeah, I think they're in there. It's like take
Or
out
do you
these
also have
cards,
to
take in
house
these
them?
guys. Yeah, it's like
Okay.
which neutral cards do you want to play with? It's not, you're either gonna use the neutral cards that come in the Clone Wars box or that come in the original box, and then you just use all your Galaxy cards. So that belong to your faction. So yeah.
Well, have fun with that. I
Yep.
think I'm going to call it a day. Good way to end it.
Yes.
Good
It was
way to
great.
end the week.
Yeah.
Thanks for those who watched us, if there's anybody left out there.
I don't think anybody made it this far, but they'll watch it in
Yeah.
reruns. Syndication. That's where we make all our money.
That's right.
Yeah.
Back end.
All right. Thanks, Bill. Thanks,
All
everybody.
right. Thanks, Steve.
Yep.
See you, everybody.
Bye bye.